All right, let me talk to y'all right quick. Okay, so I know if y'all have been wondering, like, where has the content going? Where's the consistency going? Where's the 2K stuff going? Where's all the stuff going? With everybody has a certain preference of stuff that I like to talk about on this channel. I do. That's the reason why I'm called Mr. Anything and Everything, right? So I wanted to come to you guys with a channel update and basically know what I plan to do for the rest of this year, what's happening and why the content is not what it should be or anything like that. I just want to basically have a one-on-one with you guys. So let's get to the immediate news first. Right now, the immediate thing that's been going on is my wife is right now. Lady Sketch, you hear her on the podcast. She's getting her master's degree. I'm very proud of her for getting her master's degree, and hopefully, Lord willing, that she graduates tomorrow. By the time you're hearing this video, it'll either be Thursday or Friday, and right now I'm gonna be at the graduation stuff. So, and it's been a journey because in the beginning, like when she works, she has this conference to go to, and she went away at the end of March into April, and then when she came back, she had to buckle down and get everything she needed to get done for this master's degree. So, which means that I have to take on the kids more. I have to take on the more responsibilities of the house more, and just doing that kind of stuff. So when you do that, it means that this stuff right here, the YouTube stuff, has to be pushed to the background because unfortunately, YouTube is not my main. It's not my job. It's a hobby that I like. I'm trying to get to the point where I can make money off of YouTube again because once again, for those who don't know, that I this is my 10-year anniversary of doing this, and you may look at the channel and be like, "Damn, 3,000, like 3,200 subscribers in 10 years." That's not even the case. We started back in 2015, and when we got to 2020, they messed up my channel. Okay, it got me on some bullshit, and I tried to fight it, and it just didn't work. And I was just like, man, look, because we had 13,000 subscribers, and we was on the up climb. We was on the up climb, and then I was like, well, maybe we should split the channels into two, one for gaming and one for and one for all this other stuff, like mostly wrestling forward, reaction and stuff like that. Because I can't get. It's hard for me to get rid of all the things I want to do. But the reason what it is, I know it may look like to some people that I'm on this channel, I'm doing too many things. Well, here's the thing. Originally, the Nerd Coalition, what you guys see here, was a group of nerds that was supposed to basically help this channel grow with the different interests that each nerd had. That was the ultimate goal of this channel. I got inspiration from the Black Triples. Black Triples is a group especially based here in Philly that is a black nerd group, right? That's on G-Town Radio. Anybody may have heard of it. And they have all their friends that come in to create this thing. And I got inspiration from that. So I started at the beginning, then it fell through that I got a new group of people, and that group was a solid group. And then that goes with what you guys hear, like on the Wrestling Podcast, you hear Primetime, you hear Q-Flow, you hear Lady Sketch, you hear myself, but you used to hear Swag on Zero, you used to hear Chubbs, you used to hear JD Moxley, you used to hear Shorty B, you hear Quattro. Like, that's 9 people right there. 9 of us, right? That I call the Nerd Coalition. And now when it came to like wrestling, I'm forward on wrestling. I love wrestling. Wrestling was my thing, along with JD Moxley, along with Chubbs, we were the wrestling group. Then the Nerdgasm group that talked about all the stuff that go, because I would be part of everything. I'm into everything. That's why I'm A&E. But would be like Swag on Zero would be. Shorty B would be Q-Flow, and so Primetime would be the wrestling also. But then when it comes to other stuff like gaming, that would be Swag on Zero and Q-Flow, Or when it comes to other things that we wanted to cover, that people that we don't see cover no more, we all helped each other out. Then COVID happened, and life just started happening, and everybody kind of almost went their separate ways in 2020. So when you all go their separate ways, because people get new, like Swag on Zero got a new job. You got to support yourself, because once again, we lost the original channel, so this is not paying us anything. So you got to go get yourself another job. Q-Flow got himself another job, and they get married and have kids. I had another kid. I've gotten married. So life be lifing. But once again, I'm passionate about this channel. I'm passionate about this project, and which means that all the stuff now falls on me. So once again, for those out there who are a fan of Nerdgasm, right? I've seen the Thunderbolts. I have seen Sinners. I plan on doing a spoiler review podcast on that. But the thing is, I don't like. I am not confident in myself by myself. Okay, if that makes any sense. Now, I know y'all see a lot of it. I'm the forefront of this channel, and I'm trying to change all that. Because right as of right now, it's like, when it comes to the podcasts, I feel as though I do better when I feed off other people. But the schedules have just been shit. To the point where none of us can meet up with each other to talk. And I like getting different perspectives of different things, which create great conversation, which creates debates and things like that. That's why I like doing. But I didn't used to run Nerdgasm. Swag on Zero used to run Nerdgasm, and he's off working and dealing with his life to the point that he don't even have no free time. So I'm like, now I gotta take that over. But my main focus was No Gimmicks. That's why you mostly get No Gimmicks Needed more weekly than you do Nerdgasm. And so when it comes to the Nerdgasm, people are asking me, like, if me and Prime are going to talk about Michael Jackson stuff, or we're going to talk about the new movie stuff, we're going to get some stuff. I'm like, and that's why when I do put up movie reviews and stuff like that, you may get the video without the podcast, because I try to at least put something up of relevant at that time, because I don't know when I'm going to get to that podcast. And when that happens, people lose interest. And when they lose interest, or they're not expecting, there's no schedule to go on, then they tune out. And like for instance, all right, so I want to show y'all this. This is my channel page right here. Now, the problem with this, all this you see up here, this little backdrop, this don't even exist no more. And this is one of my flaws here. I got to change all this. Because Monday had the No Gimmicks Needed Segments and Wrestling pay-per-views. PLEs is on Saturdays now. Tuesday with Raw Reviews. I don't do Raw or Smackdown review. I talk about them on the podcast. Wednesday night war, there is no war, okay? There is no, it's just Dynamite, okay? And NXT's on Tuesday. We used to do TV experience, but we used to review the Marvel shows or any other kind of TV shows. But then once again, that was a me and Swag on Zero thing, because we watch the shows. But you know how hard it is to watch, like to catch up on an actual TV show today? At least for me, I can't sit there and just watch all the stuff like that. I'm so immersed in everything else, right? The reactions, sometimes they used to be daily, but now I'm just like, whenever I get about a good group of something I can react to, I put it out, you know. Then we do the movie experience. I used to go to the movies every single weekend. I used to watch 200 movies a year or 100 movies a year. I don't have the time to do it. I have a Regal membership where I can just go however many times I want to. If I paid like $20 a month to go see, for those out there who got the Regal Club membership, to go see the movie. And the next thing I know, I'm paying for a bill that I don't even have. I was like, wait a minute, I'm paying for this bill, and I haven't been to movies in 5 months. I just started going back into the movie. I wanted to go see Captain America: Brave New World, and I was like, I want to make it a point to go see the movies. And then all the movies was really just not interesting to me until I seen Sinners. And I'm like, okay, Sinners is out. Then the Thunderbolts is out. Then we got Final Destination coming out. We got I Know What You Did Last Summer coming out. We got Superman coming out. We got Fantastic Four coming out. We got Mission Impossible coming out. I'm like, we got Lilo and Stitch coming out. We got movies coming out in the summertime. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to get back in there. That's why I used to do them every weekend. But that suffers. Then it's like, also all this shit right here, and I'm being very transparent with y'all. All this shit right here is dated. All this stuff is dated. Look, I got my ratings Black Bottom here, old school Bianca Belair. You know, Dwayne Johnson, I had like a black theme going, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, it needs to be, I want it to be my team that helps me out more frequently on the forefront of that. This logo is god awful old. It's old. It needs to be changed. And then you come down here, it's like, okay, yeah, I can see on certain things, I get some views and I don't. But then once again, it all depends on what is consistent or not, you know? If it ain't consistent or people ain't really looking for it, then, you know, I go watch. Like right now, I'm late on the wrestling podcast right now. For those out there wrestling, No Gimmicks. Because here's the thing. With my wife being in school, I can't do. I used to do them on Sundays and sometimes on Mondays. I couldn't do that, but I'm going to have a No Gimmicks for you guys this week. It's going to probably come out Friday, before Backlash. It has to come out Friday before Backlash because we got to do the predictions and stuff, right? But then I'm not going to have one next week because the whole weekend going to be focused on her and going to graduation and getting this master's degree. And I won't be coming back until next week, for that. I'm behind. I've made a promise trying to say I want to get to the Dark Side of the Rings, and I'm already behind on the Dark Side of the Ring episodes already. When it comes to 2K, I had this little thing I wanted to do where it's like, okay, I'm trying to, break down the 2K stuff in the game. But then I'm like, you got to have time to play the game to be able to record it and then edit it and put it up. I got 2 more videos talking about Showcase and my career to go up. And now we about to get back into DLC. And then when it comes to the Nerdgasm talk, like you can see the difference. Like we got Thunderbolts and Sinners, the 2 most recent movies. But before then, we talking about the Michael Jackson biopic being cut into 2. That was 3 weeks ago. Talk about the Switch, and then a month ago we talking about Doomsday, the Tyler Perry movie, stuff like that. And then it's like you gotta go back even further, talk about the Super Bowl and Captain America: Brave New World. Like these things right here is mad inconsistent. It's mad inconsistent. Even when it comes down, I'm coming down here to the retro movie experience, which is which the thing was. We like to talk about old classic movies, and that would be a me and Prime Time thing because he is Prime Nostalgia Podcast. So we would talk about the old classic stuff, but then he is on the road all the time. And the thing is, I be trying to hit everybody up and see where everybody be at, but sometimes I just don't get an answer back because everybody's so busy. And I'm not mad at them for that, but I'm just saying that's what happens. Then we come down to the game channel. I don't even have enough time to even live stream or play all the games. Swag will play all the games that I would not. I'm not your average gamer. Like I'm wrestling and fighting games and action and adventure, but it's like Final Fantasy 7, Kingdom Hearts, stuff like that. He'll play those games. All the games that's coming out, those big AAA games that they put out in the forefront, Swag will play those games. And that's what that channel was for. But he hasn't been able to do it. Then I started getting to learn how to do shorts. And, and how to edit them a little bit better. And the shorts have been very successful for me of what I've been, trying to do and the views I've been trying to get. But once again, sometimes the editing thing of how I like to do shorts, I just started learning how to truly edit on my phone. I like using my laptop to edit, but I just been started using to learn how to edit on my phone. So listen, I hope y'all are trying to understand where I'm coming from here. So when it comes to the immediate stuff, right? This week I'm going to do a podcast. I'm actually going to record tonight after I go to work. By the way, I still have a job, so I got to go out there and still work. So 8 hours, you got to come back. I plan on doing the podcast tonight. I'm most likely going to probably do it by myself. I'm going to probably give one more attempt to try to talk to Prime about it. But I'm probably going to do that tonight. And then have that out for you guys tomorrow. Because I'm going to be on the road tomorrow. We in Philly, but my wife does online classes at Del State. So I got to go to Delaware for her graduation. Then we got to come back. And then we got to go, I got kids to deal with. I got to do all that kind of stuff like that. And then Saturday, I got to go help out my other family members. I got to help out my sister, stuff like that. There's so much to do. There's only 24 hours in a day. It's only 24 hours in a day. But anytime you get a little bit of downtime, you take it to rest. Try to watch a television show and to catch up on. So there's so much stuff I want to talk about with you guys. But I'm just like, it's getting so much past the point because shit moves so fast in media that even when I put it up, it's like, well, you get discouraged when you only see 2 views on there, right? And it's like you and especially when you try to your hardest to edit it the right way to make it inviting for the watcher, the subscriber, and you're like, it's only about 2 views up there. And it's like you did all that work, stayed up all late at night to do that to get that result. It does something to you. But however, when my wife gets out, it's going to the summertime. It's a 10-year time we've been on there. I'm trying to do like a 10-year special show. I'm trying to update everything. When it comes to logos, when it comes to backgrounds, when it comes to hell, we even have a website that's so data. You know what? Just for funds, let's just check this thing out. All right, so look, now this is where I have all the links at, right? Now, if I check our website, this website is dead. It don't even load up anymore. So like we don't even have a website anymore. We used to. Then we have a merch store that we used to do, and I want to show you how dead this is. Now this is our, like, we had COVID mask out here. This is how we was doing it. Then we got like the hoodie I'm wearing right now. This is the the white hoodie. I wanted to get that in the white. Then we got the no gimmicks, and then we got the retro logo, which is this light bulb about to be another retro fucking logo too. And then we got like the t-shirt. That's all we had up here. And I'm like, who the hell buying all this shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, for $38, $40 for a hoodie, like this is insane right now. Okay. This black one's the one I got right now. Where I be trying to rock it. It have an orange option also. But yeah, I was just like, man, ain't nobody trying to buy that right now. And I'm like, because I'm not offering the people anything. I'm not offering them anything. And I was like, it's just so outdated. It's just hard to to take time to date, to freshen everything back up. Like to actually take time to go out there and do that. So I'm trying my best. I plan to, get all this stuff. I've talked to a couple of people I used to work with to help me get some new logos, stuff like that. And I know because I need help. People can say, hey, why don't you go do it yourself? And I'm like, I don't have time. Okay, I really don't have time. I can try to do that, and then when I can force some time to be made to try to get this stuff together. But I need a team. Say it's hard to do all this stuff by yourself when you're a content creator. It really is. To go watch everything, to go research everything, to go write everything out, and then come and perform it for you guys on camera. It's hard to do. When it comes to a podcast, you gotta write all the scripts out. You gotta, when you do the reviews, write the jokes out that you're trying to do and all that stuff like that. Then you gotta perform it. Then you gotta edit it. And Swag was my editor. There is no editor anymore. I do all that stuff. I'm not trying to go along with it. I'm trying to give y'all an idea of what's been going on, with the chat like that. Once I am through, once I get some masters and stuff like that. Once I get through all that kind of stuff, that I can probably try to sit there and be cohesive on the stuff that like the immediate stuff. And I plan on having the No Gimmicks Needed podcast out to you guys by Friday, and then probably sometime this weekend do my Sinners and Thunderbolts spoiler review and stuff like that. But I gotta write those things out so I can know, so that you're talking to circles like I'm doing right now. But I just want to give you guys a channel update of what's been going on, and I do hope you guys understand and stuff like that. Make sure you subscribe and like just be patient with me. But that's where all the content has been at, and why it hasn't been as efficient as it is. So I will put up a little post about it with a link to this video. Also, so you guys can make sure you check that out. But I do appreciate y'all's time, because I don't want to keep on going. I can go on for about a long time. I'm a rambler sometimes, but I appreciate y'all. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys for those who are supporting the channel. I do appreciate y'all supporting the channel, and make sure just stay tuned, because stuff is coming. Once I gotta freshen up everything. I'm tired of waiting all the shit looking, but I want to refreshen up everything. So make sure you guys check that. Y'all be there for that. So once again, it's NC the place to be. Children, Mr. Andy, and that is the channel. So basically the update of what's been going on.